What's up now? How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Hang on. Y'all know it takes me a second to get myself. Oh, I didn't mute it. Of course I didn't. How's everyone doing? I'm just getting over my grandbaby. He got me, man, you know. He got me. I'm still a little congested, but I feel much more better. Um, and the past week, I just been watching old movies, man. Honestly, it started off just like I was watching a video on YouTube, and then it just whatever, it got away from me, and it just went automatically to the next recommended video, and it was an old movie, so I watched it just because I was sick, and I don't care. And so it was just on, and it was pretty good, and so I went down a little rabbit hole of old movies. Um, Before I talk about, I narrowed it down to just five that I thought were cool to talk about, ranging from the year 1951 to 1991. That's why I titled it that. But I wanted to give a shout out to the Real Black channel. If you're not subbed to them, you should. That's spelled REEL, like the movie Real, and Black, like the color. Great channel. Most of these movies I saw there, I don't think all of them. There's a couple I think I saw elsewhere. But I shared some of their content a while back. I just privated it. But Real Black is a great channel. So check them out for real. Check out the catalog. So yeah, the Grand Boy, he got me real good, man. I'll be alright. All right, let's talk about I'm gonna save the freakiest one for last, which is the oldest one from 1951, and it was a black and white movie. So I'm gonna save that one for last because it was some freaky. How long have I been? 2 minutes 17. It was some freaky shit. All right, so I'll save it for last. Oh my gosh, I hate to cough. Oh, I wanted to mute myself every time I cough, but I'll be on mute the whole time. I'm sorry, I sound like this, y'all. I swear you won't catch it through the computer. I swear. All right, so I'm going to start with Cindy. Cindy was made in 1978. It was starring Charlene Woodard. I know Charlene. Her face looked familiar to me as soon as I started watching the movie. I couldn't place it right away, but it finally hit me. She played Vonda on Roseanne. If you ever watched Roseanne, she was the only black woman for many seasons until they introduced Anne Marie. Anne Marie might have came in like second season, but Vonda was on the first episode and was on the first few seasons. Anyway, she plays Cindy. Also, it's cool when you watch these older movies where you see actresses and actors when they were young, and you're like, "Holy shit, check her out." Well, this movie is called Cindy because it's about Cinderella, but it's Cinderella in Harlem. It's not a cartoon, it's with people. So yeah, it's a little twist on the regular Cinderella. Obviously, there's no silver slipper or no fairy godmother, but there is this tennis shoe, a sneaker is left behind. But the two evil stepsisters were played by Elena Reed. Elena Reed. She played Rose in 227. And Nell Carter. Nell Carter needs no introduction. But it was interesting to see the two of them so much younger and thinner. Ooh, Nell Carter. She was so thin and young. Oh my gosh, y'all, I gotta go on mute because I got a cough and I really don't want y'all to hear me. Oh, can I hit the mute button before I start coughing? Or I could just remove myself by accident. There's always that. Let me hover over this mute button in case I have to do that. All right. Okay. So yeah, Cindy, 1978. It was really cool to watch this. It was a musical, so there wasn't a lot of music in it. Like they didn't break out into song every 10 minutes, like some musicals do. But it was really cool to see Cinderella in Harlem. She got treated right away. This story was she had to go live with her father who she didn't really know. And he had, he was married to this woman, and it was a marriage of convenience. They didn't like each other. She had 2 daughters, which were, her stepsisters, and they were mean to her right away. They made her sleep in the bathtub, and she befriended this man who was living on. There's a lot of poverty going on in this movie. I think it was in I want to say 50s, maybe 60s, maybe. Anyway, she met this man who lives on the fire escape outside her window, and he kind of becomes her fairy godmother-ish. He helps her get a dress to go to the ball. Well, it's just a dance. He gives her a ride, and whatnot. This one's a little different. Prince Charming doesn't win. She actually falls in love with the guy from the balcony next door. Big shocker. But it was really funny. Cute little twists and turns. She, when you saw her as Wanda on Roseanne, I didn't really know her from anything else. Like, I kind of remember her. She looked vaguely familiar. So when you see her in this musical, I had no idea she could sing so well. And wow, she really could belt it. Like, I had no idea. Cindy, I really liked it. Y'all should check it out. It was so good. I never even heard of it, And I've definitely never seen Cinderella told this way. It was cool that they, made it in the hood. And, in the 70s, man, I guess it was, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, because it's done so much now. People remake things. But I think that's the first one that, like, okay. There was the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and then there was the Little Shop of Horrors. Like, those ones are made over and over and over and over again, right? All the time. Remakes. And then I don't think that I know of what is the words I'm looking for? Remakes. This one was in the 70s, so it was like the first one, but like The Wiz. That's the only other one I could think of. So to me, this was like the first. This was like a trailblazer, groundbreaking, innovative. An idea before its time. Hey, Morena, how are you? I'm alive. Barely. Grandboy tried to kill me. All right, Cindy, that was good. So check it out. All these movies you can find on YouTube, by the way. I watch them all on YouTube. I told y'all the Real Black Channel. Okay. What else? I'm going to save the best one for last. Some freaky shit. All right? I do feel better. I'm still a little congested, so I might start coughing at any moment. I'm just going to throw the mute button on because you really don't need to hear all that. Okay. What was the next one? She Stood Alone. She Stood Alone was from 90. Wait. Let's go in order. Okay, so I did the 78. 79 was a movie called Hollow Image. It was a drama starring Robert Hooke, Hattie, Jesus, her name. Okay. Yeah, Robert Hooke, Hattie Winston, and Anna Marie Harsford. Y'all know Anna Marie Harsford. She played in Amen. She played the mother on Friday. Medea's Christmas, How High, Wayans Brothers, Set It Off. Y'all know her. She was in it. Hollow Image, man. And one Morgan Freeman. And to be honest with you, the only reason why I saw this movie all the way through is because Morgan Freeman was in it. What's up, Wes? How you doing? It was because Morgan Freeman was in it. Hollow Image is from 1979. Yeah, it's a drama. It is not very good. I'll keep it real. What's up, Sunflower? How you doing? Hollow Image was kind of dry. It was about this broad who had made it out of the hood, and she was a professional. She was like a professional buyer. This was in 79, so a professional buyer in a boutique or like Bloomingdale's or somewhere fancy. And she was, kind of bougie. And she went back to the hood to check on the old homies after like 10 years of being gone. And, it was her. She ran into her old boyfriend who was still in the hood. And, oh, they're trying to reconnect. They didn't reconnect. It was real dry. All right. The shit was ass. But I'll tell you what was really great. One, Morgan Freeman. And I'll tell you why. Morgan Freeman, like I said, if Morgan Freeman would not have showed his face soon, I wouldn't have seen the whole movie. Morgan Freeman in this movie, this was in 1979. 1979, I was 8 years old. All right, let's just sit on that for a second. I'm 50 deuce, all right? 5 deuce. When this movie came out, I was 8. That's many moons ago. He was already like 40. And he was already like 40 in this movie. He played a crackhead. I'm sorry, a heroin addict. He shot the heroin. They showed him cooking it up a couple of times. He was all sweaty, and his name was Sweet Talk. In the movie, his name was Sweet Talk, and he'd been sweet talking mofos out of money to get high for 8 years. I think they said he was hooked on it. He had a little song and a dance, and if shit got real, he will strong arm your shit. He wound up strong arming her sedity ass. Right? Hey, Sweet Talk got to get high. Right, Marina? He was the girl. He did such an amazing job. He did. If it wasn't for him, if you'd have plucked Morgan Freeman right out of that movie, I'd have been mad about it, man. I might have wrote a letter. I don't know to who. Somebody's getting a fucking letter. But so thank you, Morgan Freeman. Yeah, but Cindy was good. Hollow Image, not so good. But thank you, Morgan Freeman. If you ever need to like a reference to that damn Morgan Freeman, yeah, Hollow Image. Okay, 89. I watched Raisin in the Sun. Raisin in the Sun is another one that's been done over and over and over. Yeah, I've seen the original one. The black and white from 18 wherever. It was old as shit. I mean, it was 19 like what 50s something. Old as hell. It was good. But this one is with Esther Rowe and Danny Glover. It's from 89. If you don't know who Esther Rolle is, I don't. Why are you here? What are we doing? You don't know who Esther Rolle is? Somebody please tell me in the chat. You know who Esther Rolle is? Quick, before I think you Googled it. Please, yes, you know who Esther Rolle is. Yay! I know you know who Danny Glover is. Come on now. Somebody please. Don't. I'm muted, I think. I hope. All right, going back off mute. I'm not going to be much longer. Okay. I don't even know if I'm not even on mute. I never am. I always think I am. Never am. All right. Raisin in the Sun. So the 89 version is the best one. If you have never seen, that's the one you should watch. Okay, then after that, I moseyed on over. What was next? 91. A movie called She Stood Alone. It's a drama history. With her name is Mar Winningham, and her face is so familiar to me. You know, I've seen her here, there, not sure where. I didn't really look it up, but I know I've seen her a lot. You may know who she is. Whatever. And Monica Calhoun, who played in, you know her. She played in The Best Man, Players Club. She was in Players Club. She was the cousin who got beat up and, you know, taken advantage of in that hotel room. She was really young in this movie. It was crazy to see her so young. I didn't know she, you know, had been in much before Players Club. But yeah, she was really young in this one. This movie was a historical movie. It was a true story about a white woman in, they were up top, New England, who started a school for all black girls school, whichever order those words go in. But it didn't start that way. She had an all-girls school for just white girls. She was a single woman, Quaker, and she took her little money, and you know, she was a teacher, and she bought a house and turned it into a school for girls. And one of the girls who they hired to clean, the town was pretty, you know, cool. There wasn't, you know, there's still racism, but like black people existed with the white people. They worked, and you know, had lives. But the one girl who played, who cleaned the school and whatnot, she would be like looking through the window and learning the lessons that they were learning, French and everything like that. And so one day she just asked the teacher, the white woman, do you mind if I sit in the back of your class? And she was like, no, go on, sit back there, Gert. The white people got wind of it, the parents, and did not appreciate the black girl sitting in the class, made a big stink about it, which made her double down and brought more black girls. And before you know it, none of the white people would bring their kids there, their daughters there. And so she got some help from some other, you know, pretty liberal politic type white man who put her on to some, you know, highly educated girls from around their immediate area. So they sent them all to her school, and now she's got a school full of black girls. Only now the hood is not appreciating it, so they're starting to fine her with made-up laws, flat out attacking the girls while they're walking outside, throwing bricks to her shit, all that. She fought, and that's what this movie's about. It was a pretty good movie. It was all right as far as, you know, historical type shit goes. In case you wanted to know, you know, it happened up to the New England. I'm sure they left all kinds of shit out, like, you know, they do when they make movies. They gotta Hollywood it up. Hang on, I gotta hit this mute for real this time. Let me look. Let me double down. Hitting mute. See, it worked that time. I know what I'm doing. I know some stuff. Okay. Yeah, She Stood Alone, 91. It was pretty good, you know. It's good to know these stories of, you know, I don't know, first all black girl school. Yay, white lady. Yay, white lady. It was all right. It was cool. I watched several movies where I like start to watch it and it was just so damn boring that I couldn't do it. It's just so terrible. And so some of them are like meshed together in my brain, and it's like three different movies, and I didn't finish any of them. So I had a little bit of that going on. But this last movie, which is my favorite, this is some creepy shit, Morena. Of all the little black and white movies or older movies that I've been watching over the past week, while I've been sick as hell. Shut up. Well, she was cute. It was a cute story, Morena. It was a cute story. It was definitely before whatchamacallit. What was that one with the white kid, where the white ladies are always coming to the hood trying to save the kids at the school? Oh, with the Coolio. What was it with Coolio? Oh, what was that called? Then there was one with John Belushi's brother, Jim. Oh shit. The Principal. I remember that was called The Principal. What was it called? Some blind way. Oh, what was the name of that movie? I know you know, Morena. Now I'm stuck on that before I get to my last movie. So, you and me. I'm sick. I got the song in my head. Gangster Paradise. Oh, whatever, man. So anyway, this last movie, 1951. You hear me? Old as shit. 1951. My mother was born in 1945. So Dukes was only 6 years old when this shit came out. I didn't even think about it that way. My mom was just a little one when this came out. It's some freaky shit. It's called The Well. It's classified as a noir drama. If you don't know what that means, it just means dark. It's starring Maddie Norman, Ernest Anderson, and Harry Morgan. Harry Morgan is the only one I recognize from this movie. I did the 1951. I don't know any of those people like at all. But Harry Morgan, I do recognize. He was so young in this movie, and it took me a second. And so I heard his voice, and I knew that was him for sure. But he played in MASH. And although I'm not a fan of MASH, and I didn't ever really watch MASH, my mom did. So, like, I recognized him from there. He was the one with the glasses, the more serious one. That's Harry Morgan. Sorry, Toby. What was that movie called? I don't really think she was trying to save nobody, Morena. I think she was just trying to help. I know that, I get spun that way a lot, Any white person trying to help, we just label a savior when we can't just be helping. Is that all right with you, Morena? Can we just help? No. She should have said, fuck them little black girls. I am white. I'm not trying to save you. That's how that movie should have went down. Fuck y'all. I ain't trying to save you. Get out of here. Can we just help? Can we just help sometimes? Because we sometimes just be helping. Is that all right? God damn. Now back to what I was saying before Morena so rudely interrupted me. Huh. The Well. Morena. Holy shit. The Well. 1951. So The Well. Oh my god. This is creepy shit, bro. And I swear I'm not gonna do it justice because I just know I'm not gonna. If you ever get a chance, watch The Well, 1951. All right. The Well, yes. So this movie's it's in black and white, and obviously. It's a little small town where the black people and the white people all get along. There's not too much hubbub. Everything's everything. Everyone seems pretty content with what they got going on. All right. So the beginning of the movie, within the only time you see this child is the first 90 seconds of the movie, if that. It might have been a little less than that. So it's a black girl in the walking in like a meadow or like a field, picking flowers. And in one hand, I think she had a book, and in the other hand, maybe like a lunch pail, maybe. La la la, and you hear the music. It's the opening credits or whatever. So you hear the la la whack music from 1951. Now all of a sudden, the little girl falls down a well. Boom. I don't even think we heard her scream. I don't even think we heard just boom. She fell down the well. So now we're into the movie. The woman, the black woman, is like, she calls her husband from work and has him come home. Hey, Angel, how are you? Calls the police, says the little girl, who is 5, by the way. Mind you, this little girl, 5 years old, was walking to school by herself. I don't give a shit if it was 1951. That was creepy. But I'll leave that alone. I'm so sorry, yo. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Oh. So, the wife calls everybody around. The husband comes home from work. He cusses her ass out. Says, you can't be calling me home from work every time the girl is late from school. What is your problem? She's like, hold up, sucker. She didn't even make it to school. There's some shit in the game. So now the cop shows up. They're like, who's seen her? Last time we seen her, we don't know. She didn't make it to school. So the cop starts canvassing the area, doing his little investigational skills, investigational work. So they go, oh, we've seen a new man in town, a white man. He, got off the bus. He was wearing a plaid jacket, carrying a suitcase. Last time we seen the girl, she was with him. They're like, what? So the town is so small, they know when somebody's coming into town. They're like, oh, yeah, we've seen him with old such and such. It's his nephew coming into town, right? What's up, executive? How you doing? So they go run down such and such. They find him. So they got him in the interrogation room out to the jailhouse. They're roughing him up. He's like, I ain't do nothing with no kid. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just a white man in town. I don't know nothing about nothing. They smack him around a little bit. He was like, I bought her a flower and I helped her cross the street so she can get to school. And that's the end of it. I don't know shit else about shit. They don't believe him. They beat him up a little bit. The cops, they beat him up a little bit, throw him in the cell. Meanwhile, his uncle's got some money in the town, so he's making a stank. He's like, my nephew wouldn't do this to no child. You're going to let him the fuck out of there. I'm going to fuck out of there. Votes, funding. Somebody's going to jail, right? So that's going on. He's making rumors in the town. So now the rumors start spinning that this white man has, killed this little girl. She's dead, and that he's killed her. So now people are getting all... and mind you, this took a while. This didn't just happen in one scene. So people are starting to get frustrated that, a couple of days went, maybe a day went by. I don't even know if this may have all happened in the same day, but I think it was at least a day went by. They started seeing the girl. And so now the town is getting restless. And they start a full-blown race war in this fucking town. I mean, people who went to school together are all of a sudden beating each other up. There's carloads of white dudes hopping out on black girls. There's carloads of black dudes jumping out on white. It's just everybody. Old people, young people. You see people with baseball bats. Car alarms, store alarms are going off. Cars are getting tipped over and set on fire. Like, this is gradual. Fights are breaking out. People are beating the shit out of each other. A full-blown race war. Because they think this white man has kidnapped and killed this black girl. This shit was crazy how it escalated. Full-blown war all over the town. Meanwhile, some little white kid, him and his dog are in the field. He comes across the book and the lunch pail, runs off through the town as shit's on fire, and people are beating the shit out of each other. And as soon as he runs to the police station, He tells the cops. They get up in there. They go around. As soon as like one person gets wind of it, then another person gets wind of it. After like a minute and a half, the whole town knows. And miraculously, everyone drops their bricks and sticks, and their friends all high five each other. Woohoo! They drop mid headlock. I'm punching this dude in his head. Oh, they found the girl? Okay, I'll stop punching this guy now. So everybody just miraculously stops beating the shit out of each other all at the same time because they found the girl. It just some creepy shit. Now here's where it gets even creepier. So now everybody in the town is out in this by this well in this field, and there's no lights out there because it's the middle of the field. So they've all band together to make sure they get this baby girl out of this well, even though half of them got head wounds and eye sockets are missing and teeth are missing and shit. Some of them still got the weapons in their hands. We're all just going to band together around this well. And they park their cars all around in a circle so they can turn on their headlights so that the people could see to work on the well. Of course, the rich man whose nephew was accused of such a crime is going to donate his team of construction mining people to come on down for free labor to dig this black girl up out of the ground out of the kindness of his heart. They bring these huge machines in. I swear to God, the drilling of this scene to get this girl up out of this well was a big chunk of this movie. Like they really could have edited this shit down a lot. So every time they pound this thing down, the mother of the child, they just zoom in on her face real quick and then pound the thing on the ground and then zoom in on her face right quick. Her face, of course, she's in pain because her child is underground, 60 feet underground, by the way. They pound the machine down. They pan to her face. Pound the machine down, pan to her face. It was so cringy, bro. So yeah, they get the girl up out of the ground and she's alive. And credits. And credits. Everybody's just gets along again. We're gonna act like that shit never happened. We're gonna act like I didn't set your house on fire, even though you live next door. I'm gonna act like I didn't beat the shit out of your son, even though I see him on the paper route or I'm the Boy Scout leader. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna act like we didn't see what? The shit was cringy. It was definitely. I had no idea the idea of a baby falling down a well in a movie dated that far back. I didn't know. You know, I don't know everything. You know, bitches don't know everything. Like I said, I am not doing this movie justice. I swear it should have been directed by Alfred Hitchcock. It was some creepy shit. The Well, 1951. It was a highlight of my week. The rest of the week I spent coughing and blowing my nose and being really hot and then cold, then hot again. Okay. That's what I've been doing the past week. Okay. I'm about to wrap it up. You know, I filled you in. I'm still alive. I'm still here. Yeah. It was a highlight of my week. The Well, Morena. It's on YouTube. Look it up. 1951. I've been all off in other people's business, Morena. I've been popping off a little bit this week, too, here and there on the YouTube streets. I think it's because I don't feel well. And, like, I already, you know, have very little filter. But when I'm sick, apparently I have no filter. Like, the shit that I should have just kept to I couldn't keep my fingers to myself. I was just like, send. God damn it, send. Jesus. No, I am not. Don't say that shit out loud, girl. They won't. They don't know that over there. They don't know me. I watch a lot of it, but a lot of those women, I don't think they even know who the fuck I am. Many of them do, but many of them don't. Because I've never touched their chats. I just watch from the clouds. You got to be careful. You got to be careful where you're seen at around this bitch nowadays, apparently. Nah, I really don't care. I like to get a feel for people before I just touch their chat, and that's everywhere. That's not just the beef sector. That's everywhere. But the past week, I've been sassing, talking shit. No, Marina. I've been watching though. I've been seeing some crazy shit, man. Who knew that food challenges would be so controversial? Like there was controversy. Oh Lord, with the mac and cheese, and then the chicken wing, and then there's a kissing. There's the sexy lips. Fuck. And now they're about to make burgers. I guess that's gonna just probably, I don't know, set YouTube on fire. Not cheeseburgers. I hope so. I found a lot of people those when they do those challenges. I find new people that crack me up, or I know to steer clear of. All right, well, that's for real this time. Let me get on out of here. I hope that y'all will check out at least one or two of these movies that I talked about today. If your grandbaby sneezes directly in your mouth, and then you become ill for a week, maybe you'll check one of these out. But even if you listen, if I know I'm not really good at describing movies, but sometimes I am, but sometimes I'm not. The Well. Damn everything I said. The Well. 1951. All right? All right. I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks for showing up, everybody. Until next time, peace. Oh, I sounded just like a dude. I sounded like Wolfman Jack. Y'all don't know who that is. I'm going to start going, oh my God. Until next time, peace, me going. No, see, that's not even how the fuck I sound. So why would I do that? Because that's not how I sound. All right. Until next time, peace.